sir, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
Yes, ma'am. Bobby Jagers, 178028.
All right. So we're here this morning for a parole decision. Let me acknowledge we have counsel here this morning. Would you introduce yourself, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rose, Ms. Wise, Mr. Knotts, Eric Johnson, 415 Main Street, Maine, Louisiana, 7155, appearing for Mr. Jaggers.
Thank you, sir. And we're here. Let me just let Mr. Jagger know we have Mr. and Mrs. I'm assuming Aline, who are here, and Mrs. Aline will speak at the appropriate time on your behalf. So you were you appeared before the pardon board in October 24th of 2022, at which time you received a favorable recommendation for your offenses of armed robbery, 2 counts in aggravated kidnapping. The governor signed the recommendation and commuted your sentence from life in June of 2023 to 99 years with immediate parole eligibility. So that's why we're here today.
Yes, ma'am.
Your case this morning, and we'll go through the parole interview process, much like the pardon board hearing. We'll do a parole interview with you. We'll hear from the warden. We'll hear from Mrs. Eileen. And before we turn it over to your counsel to close it out for us, you'll be allowed to make a statement.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
So this morning, your case has been assigned to Mrs. Wise. Would you answer her questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good morning. I'm blessed. Thank you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I just wanted to say some things for the record. As Mr. Nas has already said, the governor has signed your pardon. You had 8 write-ups. And how long you been in jail on this charge? Count out for the record.
25 years and 7 months.
25 years and 7 months. And you had 8 write-ups, and the last one was in 2011. You had a birthday recently, 9/3. Happy belated birthday to you. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And reports indicate that you're highly educated. You got a GED, you got technical degrees, parole, a paralegal certification, and a BA in Christian ministry. I'm just stating that for the record. Is there anything else you want to state for the record about your educational attainment?
No, ma'am. I went through the hospice program at Angola. I was a hospice volunteer, and from the time I was there till I come here, and even was a volunteer here, and that was pretty impactful in my life, and I really enjoyed that.
As a matter of fact, on that hospice program, you were one of the first ones when the program got started. You got all the certifications and all that. I want to say that correct. That's correct. You served for 4 years there, and you got recommendation letters from staff, and even your sentencing judge also recommended that you be pardoned. In the judge's letter, he made mention of $5,000 in restitution to Ms. Clark for the for the burden of her car. Speak to that for us.
Yes, ma'am. That was part of that was part of my agreement that I would I'd like to be able to at least show some remorse with them trying to pay back for something that was tragically done to their vehicle, and I would be more than willing to to be able to pay them back for that.
Okay, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Also, there was an indication that you completed AA and NA. So tell us about your substance abuse journey, and mostly what I want to hear about is your sobriety plan. What you're going to do to stay clean and sober if you're successful today.
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, drugs did play a major part, in my crimes, and I'm just thankful no one was injured, and thank God there wasn't. And my plans are, if I do get a favorable hearing today, upon my release, I would like to at least be able to try to get to AA or NA classes 3 or 4 times a week, as much as I possibly can, and just try to share with them and myself, just continue to grow is what my intentions are.
And go ahead and state out loud for the record with your release plan, the transition plan, if you're successful today.
Excuse me?
State for the record your transition plan if you are successful today in your release.
I plan on going to Mississippi, with Dixie and the V, and, have a job waiting on me. And I've got a church, waiting on me also, a vehicle. And I plan to go to work as soon as I get there, probably a week after I'm out, time enough to get my license and, parole officer, and, just get kind of acclimated, with the place that I'm going, and, getting familiar with my parole officers and see, kind of help that they can help me with my programs and things of that nature. And, just try to do the best that I can do.
And your residence plan is in one of their rent houses, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's in a cabin out in the woods. I don't have any neighbors, anywhere close by. I've got a pond out in front of the rock, and, spend my days fishing, with my granddaughters and, whoever else may come visit, or by myself either. And, just try to enjoy the rest of the days that I have.
And I do want to say for the record, all your work evaluations were excellent. We don't see that very often, but you had excellent work evaluations. And on the recommendation to the judge from the pardon board, they also mentioned that you had excellent prison community service. And I just want to say that out loud for the record. Thank you, sir. Warden, what can you share with us?
Well, Bobby's been here, Ms. Wise, since 2012, and as you can see from his record, he has not received any rule violations since he's been here. He has completed the programming, the substance abuse and anger management, reentry, victim awareness. I also worked with Bobby at LSP when he was a hospice volunteer many years ago, and so he does have that experience, which is valuable to our population. So he works at our tool shed, which is one of the trusted positions, and as you stated, his work evaluations are good. So,
thank you. And one more question. You had indicated, read somewhere that your plan is to share your testimony. Speak to that. How you plan on doing that if you release?
Well, I would really like to, as far as my church and probably trying to get, into the facilities, where juveniles and stuff, I'd like to try to reach some of those, those people there, and maybe get in touch with Mr. Kane over there in Mississippi and see if he, won't allow me to go into the prisons there and maybe speak, to the guys or the women there, all the children, and, just try to let them know that there's a better way than, what we were doing out there,
All right, thank you. That's all I had.
All right, we'll hear from Mrs. Naveed now. Yes. Excuse me. Pauline, I'm sorry, Naveed, yes. I apologize.
Naveed's better.
Yeah.
Hi, thank y'all for letting me speak to you today. And I just want to first thank y'all for what y'all are doing. It's amazing. And Bobby is a product of that. It's incredible, the change that has occurred, I'm sure. I said before, I didn't know Bobby 12, 13, 15, 25 years ago. I didn't know him. I have known him for the last 12 years. And he is a product of your system. The work that he has done while in prison is incredible. He went in with a 9th grade education. He has his college degree now. He went in as an addict and an alcoholic. He's come out as a minister. It's not just what he has done for himself. You have letters from not just, important people. You have letters in there from people that have gone in just like he did, and they have testified what a difference he has made in their lives. The work that he did in the hospice program, the way that he helped those people, he was willing to, and that has to be hard. There's certain things that I think I can do, and there's certain things I don't think I could ever do. But to help somebody transition from this life to the next life, and we know there's something after this, to do that with dignity, the way that he and those others have been able to do it. Y'all did that. Y'all gave them the ability to do that. It's incredible. And he has taken advantage of all of it. And I know in my heart that he is ready to carry what y'all have done for him here out into the free world. And if we did not fully believe that with everything that we are, we wouldn't be here. But we have him a place where he can transition and then do what he's been trained to do out in the public. We have him a home. We have him a family, our family, my children, my husband, we're all ready to support him. He has his church family. The community is excited. We have him the job when he is ready. He'll be working for us initially, and then when he is ready, he has another job that he can go out in the public and work. You know, we have the things set. You spoke about his AA, that we have all those things in place, ready for him to jump into. So we're excited. And I just thank you again for letting me speak. We know that there's no reason for him to be here anymore. He's got work to do outside. God has work for him to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, would you like him to make his statement before we turn it over?
Sure, you.
Okay. Mr. Jagers, is there a statement you'd like to make before we turn it over to Mr. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am, I sure would. First, I would like to apologize to the state and to y'all and also my victims. And if they ever get a chance to see these, this video of me, I just want them to know how remorseful that I am for what I caused them. It was a travesty. I'm truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. And I just wish that it hadn't happened. And I hope that, that they can just carry on and just find forgiveness in their heart for me. And, I pray for them daily, and I have since my incarceration date. And I'm truly sorry for this. And I just want them to know that.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. I don't think I need this.
Go ahead.
Good to see you, Mr. Roche.
How you
Marvin Schuyler told me to tell you hi. It's rare that, I guess I've been practicing all 30 years. Bobby's the first client I've had where I've had a letter from Burl Kane in support of his release. And when we contacted Warden Kane, he was in Mississippi, and he said, I'll be happy to write Bobby a letter. Bobby was a great asset to me when I was born in Angola. He helped with hospice, attended to inmates who were dying of cancer and other bad diseases. The sentencing judge, Judge Robinson, who presided over the trial, again, I contacted him, and he had actually met Bobby through the Kairos prison ministry at David Wade. And he said, look, I've been around Bobby, and I think he's learned his lesson from, again, he was a different person, different man 25 years ago when this crime occurred, and than he is today. And, the Department of Corrections, y'all know your mission statement, and I think he's living proof that it does work, what Ms. Leem said. Y'all do a great job, and I think you've done a great job with Bobby. And I want to mention Warden Goodwin. I know Warden Dozat's here this morning. Warden Goodwin retired. He told me that if he did retire before Bobby's here, and to make sure that, again, he testified on video last time, if y'all remember, in support of Bobby. And he was very fond of Bobby. Bobby was a great worker, great asset to Warden Goodwin at David Wade. And I know Warden Dozat is not pretty good known him at David Wade. I think she knew him before when he was down south, as I like to say. But he's going to make a great asset to society. I have no doubt if the board grants him that opportunity. And I'm looking forward to seeing him on the outside. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, then I think we're prepared to vote.
Yes,
Mrs. Wise.
Yes, we in my interview, Mr. Bobby, we didn't mention the victims, and the victims are unopposed to your early release as well. I just want to state that for the record. But the victim on the $5,000 that you already indicated you're going to take care of. My goal is to grant to the out-of-state residence plan to Mississippi pending, interstate compact is approved. I would like for you to undergo a substance abuse evaluation and follow their recommendation, and do community, about 8 months after release, start doing community service of at least 4 hours a month. You have time to kind of figure that out. Best wishes to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Mr. Rushing.
Mr. Jager, good
Yes, sir.
morning.
Good
First of
morning.
all, I'd like to tell Warden Rosette, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you again, Bobby. My
Yes, sir.
vote is the same for the same reasons. Good luck.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Roche.
And I agree, my vote is the same. I'm not sure, did you add AA meetings?
No, ma'am, I did not. Go ahead.
I'd like to add as a condition, attend 3 AA meetings a week.
Yes, ma'am.
And a curfew from 10 PM to 6 AM. Okay,
That was great. I'll go to bed early anyways.
yep, I need to be out after that. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all a lot. Thank you, Dixie, Naveed, and Eric.
Thank you, Bob.